Hello guys, how are you doing? This is Lo-Fi Tarot and I am back with another timeless pick a card reading. So this pick a card reading is going to be for those of you who are feeling trapped or stuck, especially by external circumstances, and you want to know what are the options available to you to get yourself out of the situation. And if we have time, maybe we will maybe I will pull some cards to see how the universe is going to intervene in the situation to help you out of that. Okay, so I don't know how to put this into a one sentence title, but yeah, basically this reading is for those of you who are trapped or stuck in an circumstances that you cannot control and you want to know what are the options available to you, or if you are not trapped or stuck, you are just in this situation where you need to make a choice and both choices are bad or both good and you don't know which one to choose and you want to know if there is a third option. Yeah, so I'm going to have to figure out how to turn that topic into a title. Anyway, I hope you understand. And we have 3 piles here as usual. I know I have been obsessed with this with Oracle. But yeah, I want to get some more darker Oracle decks, but I haven't got the money. So anyway, this is pile 1, pile 2, pile 3. As usual, if you want to train your intuition, you can kind of close your eyes and just follow where your to which pile your gut feeling leads you towards. Okay, and if you still need something, well, actually I don't mean this to be like an intuitive like pick a card without an object, because I have prepared a signifier for each pile, because this is about a situation where you are trapped or where you are in between a rock and a hard place. Okay, so for pile number 1, this is your signifier card. I shouldn't show this actually. Oh well, okay, it's too late. So yeah, this is the image. For pile number 2, you have this. This woman is also in a cage with this dragonfly bringing her key. And beneath it says freedom. And this is pile number 3. It looks like this woman is being sucked into a, what do you call that? Quicksand. This woman looks like she is being trapped in a quicksand and it's eating her. And there is this, okay, you see the title. There is this, it's like a backbone. But yeah, it's like she is attached here and she cannot let go. So, well, since we are talking about catch-22, between a rock and a hard place situation and trapped, stuck situation, make your choice. Pick the picture or the card that you resonate with the most, that you feel most relatable. And as usual, the timestamp will be in the description box below in the comment section, and I will start with pile number 1. Hello, my lovely pile number 1. So if you are drawn to the first pile intuitively, or you feel most drawn to or to this card, or you feel this card feels most relatable to you, this is going to be your reading on what options are available to you to get out of this sticky trapping, stuck situation. Or if you have to make a difficult decision because all the options suck, then is there a third option for you? So I'm going to reveal these oracle messages later. First of all, we are going to look at what your options are. So I'm going to use tarot for this, but before that, okay, I'm going to use 2 tarot decks. So I'm going to use this Rider-Waite-Smith Tarot to see what exactly is your situation, why you are stuck like the elephant up there. Like you see this elephant already able to pick a key, the nearest key, but they don't know whether that key is the right key to release them from this tower. And even if this elephant is able to release themselves from this tower, how is he going to come down? Like he is a fucking elephant. Anyway, let's see. Okay, for everybody, for the majority who choose the number 1 pile or the keys on trees situation, what is it? What is the catch-22 situation they are facing right now? Oh God, I already saw 5 of Pentacles, so I don't know if this is a money issue. Maybe it's a debt, or maybe it's a relationship that is making you feel really lacking, because I also saw the 2 of Cups. So okay, so let me say a little prayer. Okay, God and the universe and the angels, archangels, and the spirit guides who look after my pile number 1, please exclude my energy from this reading. For the guides of pile number 1, what is it, this situation that makes them feel like trapped and stuck? What is the situation that makes them feel trapped or stuck? Okay. I don't know. This is supposed to be a happy card. What is this? Justice. Let me clarify. The bottom of the deck is the 7 of Pentacles. There is something about comfort zone, because this man is comfortable and their glass are full. But then again, we have justice, and justice is like justice is like you are trying to keep things in balance. You are trying hard so that none of these cups topple. Something like that. Because we have the 7 of Pentacles at the bottom of the deck, and the 7 of Pentacles is like this man is looking at the grass growing and asking themselves, is this hard work is going to pay off? I think you are in a very comfortable situation, but it almost feels like this energy of better the devil you know than the devil you don't, because you are trying so hard to maintain balance or to keep everyone happy. Yeah, to keep everyone happy. It's almost like you want to be, or maybe you are putting up a front. Let me get another clarifier. Like you put up a mask, you look happy on the outside, but inside you are like this justice card, always on edge, always try not to piss anybody. Like, I know that's not the conventional meaning of the Justice card, but when it's with the Nine of Cups, it's almost like you want to keep everybody happy. And that gets you here. So let me clarify. Another clarifier, please. Why the Nine of Cups is pile number one's catch-22 situation? Why? Why such a happy card is... Ooh. Yeah, see? You try to keep everyone happy. You try not to drop the ball. Okay, so that's the problem. But just to make sure that I interpret this right, because I don't want to make a wild guess. Let's clarify. I should have used this oracle card from the beginning, because oracle cards is better for general situation, and tarot is a little bit too specific. So what is okay, God, universe, and spirit guides and archangels and angels who protect and guide pile number one. Who protect and guide pile number one. What is it that keep them stuck, like the card that they choose, the keys on trees? What is it? What's the situation? The hard situation here. What is it? Yeah, and you are stuck between two options. Drifting. It's like you don't know what you want, and you are stalling, right? You're stalling. Anyway, what is the situation that... Oh, okay, what's that? Appreciation? Okay, this appreciation can be like the Nine of Cups, happiness. But we also have drifting. Oh, okay. These keys on trees, it's like... you have so many desires, you don't know which one you want. Huh. Appreciation, drifting. Oh yeah. Okay. I just realized that appreciation can also mean that you want to be appreciated. You want to be appreciated as a good girl or boy, or as someone who is perfect. Someone who is perfect. And that makes you feel, I think financially, maybe you are not, I'm not sure. You may be juggling two jobs and you don't know which one you should prioritize. It's like one is your hobby, one is your how you make a living, and you try to balance them both so that you can maintain this quote-unquote happy situation, affluent situation. But the thing is that you are drifting, and drifting means you don't know where to go. It's like you are ambling aimlessly. You don't have a destination. You don't have a dream or goal. The wish at the bottom of the deck. There is a wish that you want to come true. Oh. No. I thought it's the bottom of the deck. Okay. So now let's see what options you have. How can you release yourself from this? Whoops. What is the first? What is how to say this? What is the first option you have in mind to get out of this situation? Okay, God, universe, spirit guides, archangels, and angels of pile number one. Or maybe I should ask your spirit. Okay, the spirit of pile number one, the higher self, or the self of pile number one. What is the first option that you can think of to release yourself from this situation, whatever it is, whatever this is? What is the first option that you consider to get out of this? Their first option. What is their first option that they consider to get out of this? Okay, Ace of Wands. I think this means doing something for yourself, doing something that gives you this excitement, this fire, or trying new stuff. New stuff. Keep busying yourself by trying new stuff. And we have the High Priestess at the bottom of the deck. Yeah, you want to know, you keep trying new things. It's like this elephant keeps trying different keys to see which one will unlock their prison. So you keep trying new things that interest you to see which one will stick, which one will feels right to you, because we have drifting. And I think why you are so confused is because you don't know. Maybe you already know what is it that you like, what is it that you love, but then you are thinking, okay, will that make me look good in front of others? Will that make others happy? Will that make me happy? Will that have a positive outcome for everyone, for my family, for my friends? Like, you consider everybody. And it's like, yeah, you are asking yourself whether I will be happy with this, whether I will still have this Nine of Cups if I try that. Oh yeah, Nine of Cups can also mean that you are bored. You are bored, and after Nine of Cups, it's Ten of Cups, and Ten of Cups is like meeting your soulmate, having a family. And that's why we have this appreciation card. You want to be like a girl in love. You want a soulmate who will appreciate you, treating you like a goddess. Because this looks like Aphrodite. Yeah, you are looking for love. Maybe you feel lonely. Either you feel lonely, you feel like all this happiness is no longer enough, but you also think about other people and you don't want to rock the boat. You don't want to try something extreme. So you kind of like doing things a little here and there. And we have the High Priestess. It's like you leave things to chance. So you try this, you try that, hoping that you will strike a luck. Because High Priestess is about the unknown, right? Things can happen outside of your expectation. Yeah, these two are like highly intuitive, witchy card. So you are trying stuff. You follow your intuition, you follow your desire. Like maybe if you have multiple hobbies, you try them one by one. Like today you feel like writing, so you write like a few chapters, and then you get bored, and then you try a different thing. It's like you are trying to feel your way in the dark to see which one fits, to see which one can be the magic potion for your happiness. And as a result, you have a lot of unfinished project. And you feel kind of cornered, and yeah, it's like you finally become jack of all trades, master to none, something like that. I don't know. What is your second option? Pile number 1. Second option, please, Spirit Guides. What is pile number 1? Second option. Second option they consider to get out of this stuck situation. What is the second option they consider? what is the second option or second path or choice that they are considering to get out of this situation or improve the situation for them? What is it? Their second option. Wow. Okay, too many. This one almost jumped out. Their second option, please. The second option they consider to get out of this situation, to improve their situation. Thank you. 5 of Wands in reverse and the Hierophant. So doing nothing. Doing nothing. Either you take risks, trying something new, following your intuition, or you stick to what is tried and true. And it's like if this is upright, it's like fighting against a status quo. Or maybe you have friends who want you to try something new and they want you to get involved in what they are doing. Hey, let's do this together. Let's travel the world together, or let's build a business together. But no, you say no, because you stick to the tradition, to what is tried and true, right? Again, you want to please everybody. Oops. It's like you want this, but at the same time you are afraid of what people will think of you, and whether it will rock the boat, whether it will it's almost like you are not your situation is okay. I mean, this drifting lady is definitely rich. They lack nothing, but they feel something lacking in their life because there is only 9 of Cups, and they probably want the 10th cup. They desire for love, perhaps. They desire for love. But at the same time, their mind prevents your mind prevents you from adventure, prevents you from dating, prevents you from, I don't know, have a love adventure, or if you are not interested in love, it's you don't dare to try things you always wanted to try. For some of you, you may want to travel alone and just drift without a purpose, see where life takes you. That's why we have the High Priestess and the Queen of Cups earlier. Those two women, they symbolize intuition, following, listening to where the wind blows. Like if you have watched the movie Chocolate, it's an old movie, Johnny Depp and that French actress, what's her name again? There is a book about that too. Let me find that out. There. So this woman, she is like a gypsy. She wanders from town to town. She can never stay long in one place. She always feels this need to follow where the wind blows. And she is like kind of a witch. So she spread goodness wherever she goes. She spread magic with her chocolate wherever she goes. But deep inside, she also wants to settle down. So I think you are the type who is like this woman. Like you feel bored, you want some new exciting adventure or project. You keep wanting to try something new, but at the same time, you you also want to be stable, and you want to kind of have everything, both your family, both stability and adventure, and sometimes you cannot have both. So that's why this is like very torturing for you. And the thing is that you don't know which one is good for you, whether you should follow your intuition and keep having this adventure, moving from job to job or town to town, or whether you should stay and work like everybody else and find someone to build a home with. It's like you are confused. So now I'm going to ask if there is a third option, a better option than these two, to get you out of this stuck situation. So now I'm calling God, universe, and the spirit guides and the angels and archangels of pile number 1 who takes care of pile number 1. Is there a third option that is better than these two options that they don't see? Is there a third option that is better than the other two options that they don't see? Or which of the two options they should choose? Okay, so what is the better option for them? The better option they don't see. Please help pile number 1, God, ooh. Page of Cups. So the idea is there is a difference here. So Page of Cups is also a little bit like dabbling on something new, but not acting on it. Ace of Wands is more like you have an idea and then you act on it and then you never finish it because you are confused, because you feel, oh my God, I don't think this is working, or oh my God, I don't think this is my thing, and then you move on to the next, or you return back to your usual routine and you were just running in a circle. But with the Page of Cups, this is like having a heart-to-heart talk with your inner child, because your inner child is your heart's compass, is your soul's compass. It is, I almost see that for me, Page of Cups is having a childlike heart, returning to the younger you love to do the most, what makes you happiest. You may have a ton of ideas or talents, but what is the one thing that makes you happiest? Is it moving from town to town? Is it settling down on one job, one life, one thing, never trying anything new? Is it making other people happy? I think the third option, the best, is to really have some quiet time and ask yourself, what will make you and only you really, really, really happy? It may be a combination of option 1 and 2. So you have a permanent job, you have a boring but safe job, or you stay with your family, but sometimes you do things on your own. Sometimes you go on a date without them knowing. Sometimes you sneak out with your friends and have drinks and laugh, and I think you live in two polar extremes. You don't want to disappoint your friends, you don't want to disappoint yourself, but you also don't want to disappoint your family. And I think this third option is saying, what makes you truly happy and don't lie about it. And one way to find out is to be curious. To be curious on what makes you, you should write down the list of things that you used to do as a child or as a teenager that makes you lose track of time. Where something that, if you are very indecisive and flighty, what is the one thing that makes you feel grounded, very in peace, and the one thing that can make you do it for hours without getting bored? Of course, it doesn't have to be a thing. It doesn't have to be a career or hobby or interest. It can also be something bigger. It can be something like maybe you need to take more vacation. If, as in, maybe you haven't. Basically, try stuff that you always wanted to do, that you know you always wanted to do, but you push it down. Like maybe traveling alone. Like this Ace of Wands, this is like just you do something to, you got an idea, you got, or maybe you got excited about something, but then that's it. Start to think what makes your heart feel fulfilled. Yeah, this has something to do with the Nine of Cups. So maybe for some of you, this is about love and relationship. You long and crave for love and relationship, and that's why you are actually not stuck. You just feel, I don't know how to say this. It's kind of, you are stuck, but not really stuck. You are stuck in your unhappiness. You are stuck in the unhappiness that you feel within you. Actually, there is nothing or no one restraining you, not really. But it's like you want something, but you are afraid of chasing it. So it can be love, it can be making new friends, looking for your soulmates, doing things that you have always wanted to do, but you don't have the courage to do that. Like traveling alone, maybe drifting, just drifting. Because you try to make everything in your life in order with the Justice and the Two of Pentacles, that you don't try to see if there is more happiness out there. I mean, the thing that can make you truly happy, it can be meeting your soulmate, it can be traveling, it can be it may simply be you having a good work-life balance. So maybe you have been working so hard to please other people, but you never take time for yourself. Yeah, you never take time for yourself. And when you do have time for yourself, you try stuff, but you don't stop to think whether that will make you happy, You just, like, for example, maybe you are bored. You are bored because your job is boring, your family is boring, you don't have many friends, you don't have a boyfriend or a girlfriend, you are just simply bored. And then you see, say, other people becoming YouTuber, and then you oh my god, maybe I should try that. Maybe that will make my life feel exciting. But it doesn't. Your heart is still empty. And maybe what you need is a soul family, meeting your soul family, meeting your soulmate. Huh, interesting. So can we clarify the Page of Cups here? Or maybe I should clarify the Ace of Wands first. What is the Ace of Wands? Clarify the Ace of Wands. The first option, pile number 1. Consider to get out of that stuck situation. What the Ace of Wands mean? We have the Fool and the Wheel of Fortune, but it fell in reverse. Huh. Okay, so let's see whether it should be in reverse or... Okay, I think the Wheel of Fortune is upright. What is the other card? The Fool is in reverse. And even the Wheel of Fortune is not really like that upright. It's like this. So I'm going to keep it that way. So I think with the Ace of Wands, yeah, like I said, you are just moving in circles. You are bored, you try new hobbies, but then you realize that the new hobbies is just a temporary spark. There is something so much deeper that makes you unhappy. And that may have something to do with your heart. That may have something to do with love, which is the Page of Cups. So now let's clarify the Page of Cups. What is this Page of Cups and why is it the best option for pile number 3? Clarify the Page of Cups. Just one card, please. Thank you. Strength. You want to have a meaningful relationship like this mermaid and the whale. She rescued the whale. You want to do something that matters, that makes not make people happy in terms of people pleasing. That is your part of your problem. You want to do something that benefits humanity. Maybe some of you want to work with animals, literally. Maybe some of you want to defend people in the minority. Maybe some of you want to become a teacher, a helper. Maybe some of you want to become someone like me, like giving advice, help people through tarot reading. Or maybe some of you want to become a psychiatrist or psychologist who listen to other people's suffering and offer them the best solution. And I think this is why your life feels very conflicted. I think, no, your life is not like that complicated. It's your heart that is imprisoned. Your heart is conflicted. You want to do things like any other people. You don't want to do something unconventional. Because the Fool, 5 of Wands, is unconventional. Trying something new and stick with it. You just try a little bit, dabble a little bit with something, and it's not even your heart's desire. It's just an idea, and it falls apart. So your problem here is actually the 9 of Cups is it's not the problem. It's something you seek. Something you seek. Love. Love and deep connection. And you know what this whale reminds me of? It reminds me of the loneliest whale in the world, which was made into a song by BTS. It's whale number 52. 2, I think, because a whale often emits this sound to find their mates, and this lonely whale hasn't found a whale that respond to the same frequency as him, so he hasn't found his soulmate. Wow. Oh, pile number 1. Yeah. This is not the original bottom of the deck card when I pulled this, but I already split it. But look, 8 of Cups. All this money, happiness, maybe freedom. Yeah, well, kind of. You have financial freedom. You can do whatever you want, but you don't find what you need. You don't find what you need. There is an emptiness within your heart, and you don't know where to find it, because for you to find a soulmate, like maybe you have to do things outside your comfort zone. Like maybe you have to try a dating app, which maybe is not something you like to do, because I feel like maybe you are an introvert. Some of you prefer to be alone, and that's why we have the 5 of Wands in reverse as well. I think you prefer to work alone. You prefer to be alone, but you also long for love, for companionship, for genuine soul bond, soul family. And so this I think this elephant is trapped up there, not because he cannot get out, but because, well, he cannot get out because he hasn't found the right key. The key to your heart. All right, let's look at the oracle cards. So these are the guidance from the universe. Winter, the sacredness of pausing. Yeah, you need a pause. You cannot just move to the next shiny thing to make yourself feel fulfilled. It's not going to work. It's not your job that is wrong. It's not your career that is wrong. Nothing is wrong with your external life. What is wrong is your heart. Your heart is closed. And with the Page of Cups, you need to open your heart to let people in, even if it's a whale. And I think this whale also means that with time, because this is a strength card, with time you will be able to form a bond with people that you never thought you will become friends with. So be open to any kind of friendship. So this winter is telling you to have an inventory of your life, rest. If possible, maybe Christmas time, because it's winter, is the right time to really find out what you truly want. Because when it's Christmas time, family gathers together, and that's when you find you know what is it that you crave, what will make you happy, what will make you as happy as a Christmas day. That's what you should find out, and you need to take a pause and not jumping into any interest or trend or thing that maybe only interests you for a while, for a meantime, but it's like a adult coloring book. Like it's just a short trend, right? It was trending all over the world, and then it's just fizzle out. So yeah, I think this is your case. Journey, see, I did say something about you probably wanting to travel, and not just travel for 1 or 2 days or 3 days, and not traveling with your family. If you always travel with your family, you need time to wander, to find out what your true heart desire is. And for that, you need like an extended vacation if you can afford it. It doesn't have to be far. Like maybe you can go to the next town, next city, but just drift and just enjoy life. Just be. like not rushing from one tourist attraction to another. No, no, no. But just enjoy every day as they come. And then you will find out what makes you truly happy. Whether it's being in the moment, not taking life too seriously, or maybe finding new friends, or doing things that, whatever it is that will make your heart feel so full. So, journey. It's time to prepare for a journey. It may be impromptu or planned. Either way, make sure you are ready when the time comes. Pack your passport now. So I think there will be an opportunity for you, whether to take a trip, whether for work or whether for vacation, and you should take it. And don't bring anybody else with you if possible, except if it's work relevant. Okay. Except it's work relevant. But if possible, take the journey alone. And again, we have interspecies friendship. So maybe you long for something that is different from you. Like me, I never thought that I would become a tarot reader. Like, I came from a conservationist background, and I used to think that tarot prediction is evil. And then I got introduced into tarot, and I just got sucked in. And it's one of the things that makes me happy. It's not my ultimate happiness, but it does serves as a bridge for me to open my eyes to things that I didn't tolerate before. Like, before I was like, okay, I have to marry someone with the same faith. I don't want to become I didn't tolerate LGBTQ and things like that. But now I'm open to everything. This is like expanding your horizon as well. This is what your heart desire. Expanding your horizon, meeting new people, meeting your soul family, and they may not be like what you think. But I think right now you don't really know what will make you feel fulfilled and happy. And so you need to take a pause, take a vacation all by yourself to be open-minded. And Page of Cups is open-minded. They are curious about everything. They don't judge, okay? We have abundance. So if you want to switch career, or you want to leave your family, live on your own, but you are short on money, there will be some abundance coming. So these are promises as well. These are promises from the universe, divine intervention. Prepare yourself for incoming abundance. Release any mental blocks. See? So don't be as fixed or as straight as the Hierophant, the Justice, the Two of Pentacles. Whoops. Be like the water. Be like the Page of Cups. Be open to where the wind blows. And you will be provided for that. Oh, sorry, I haven't finished reading. Release any mental block you may have. In fairyland and human land, there is enough abundance for everyone. So if eventually you find out what will make you happy and you want to turn it into a career, for example, this is saying you will be blessed. As long as you eventually find that soul purpose, your the thing that will make you truly fulfill, like all those tarot readers on YouTube who have like thousands of subscribers, and they can do that for years, and that's because it's their soul purpose. It's because that's what makes them happy, fulfilled, full of purpose. Okay? Should I pull another card? This reading is already long enough. Okay, Spirit, what is the solution or answer pile number 1 needs for their dilemma? What the answer they need for their dilemma? Confirmation, something? Compromise. Oh, that's justice. Huh. Improving health at the bottom of the deck. Okay, I stand corrected. Maybe for some of you, oh, no. Wait. I was about to say maybe for some of you, what makes you happy is to have a little bit of everything. You have a stable job, but you can, you have a stable job, you cater to your family, but you also have your me time. But this compromise card also means that you need to strike a deal with your family or your friends. Like say, well, just like Maylin in Turning Red. This is like maybe the 100th time I mentioned that movie in this channel. Like Maylin and her mother eventually reached this agreement. Like her mother finally agrees that Maylin can have her freedom and do whatever she wants with her friends, but to remain responsible. For example, like the last scene, Maylin wants to go to karaoke with her friends, when before she always rejected because she had a duty to help her mother in the temple. And at the end of the story, she strike a balance with her mother. So she helped it with temple duties, but then she also have time for karaokeing with her friends. And she promised her mother, I will be back before dinner. So that is called a compromise. And that's how you can become yourself. You can find things that will make you feel free and happy, but in a way that doesn't hurt anybody. Okay? What else should I... Wait. Closing message for pile number 1 on how they can set themselves free. How they can set themselves free. A moment's joy. Yeah. For some of you, you don't actually have to... For some of you, you mistake somebody else's dream as your own. Like for example, you see someone on YouTube and then, oh, I want to be like that. And then you realize that doesn't fulfill you. And like I said, maybe what you need is a little bit of everything to make you happy. You have your family, you have a stable job, but you also have time for your interests, your hobbies. You also have time for your friends. You also have time for dating. A well-rounded life. That will make you free. Feel free. A moment's joy. Sorry. Sand through the hourglass, yet time could stand still. A moment lasts forever in the bliss of the heart's will. Sometimes happiness can be as simple as losing yourself in a book. My life has been hell for the last 3 years. But whenever I read books, especially Harry Potter books, I lost track of time. Like even doing things like reading tarot or writing stories on my own, it cannot last long because I attach a goal to it. But when you are reading, you just enjoy life. And sometimes happiness is just that simple. Just that simple. Just right in front of your nose. So you don't have to do extreme things, but really find out, like this Page of Cups, what brings you joy. Just go with the flow. Do what you like at any given moment. Like for example, if you feel pulled to go to the bookstore or travel alone, follow your intuition. Like the High Priestess card and the Queen of Cups card. And when you follow your intuition, you follow your joy, every moment, every single moment in your life, you will always be directed to the right path that will eventually bring you to your ultimate happiness, to your 10 of cups. Okay, so that's for you, pile number 1. So I hope this is not too confusing. I know that it's a little bit all over the place, but because there are so many of you, maybe the issue is slightly different for each person. Just take what resonates and leave the rest behind. So thank you so much. If you want to book a private reading, the details are down below. Click like, subscribe if this resonates, and I'll see you next time. Bye. Hello, pile number 2. So if you choose the middle pile, or if you feel like you resonate with this image or this card, or you feel this image is relatable to your situation, we are going to see what situation makes you feel like you are trapped or stuck, or trapped between a rock and a hard place without without any solution, and you want to know how you can get out of it, what options are available to you. Okay, so we will start with the tarot first. So I want to see, I'm going to use Oracle card this time, and maybe Oracle and Tarot. I want to see what is the situation that makes you feel trapped. Pile number 1 is a bit messy because there are so many possibilities. So for pile number 2, what is oh, my phone's battery is low, so hang on. Alright, so for pile number 2, God, Universe, angels, archangels, and spirit guides who look after pile number 2. What is the catch-22 or dilemmatic situation they are facing right now that makes them feel stuck and trapped? What? Hope. I think, was it pile number 1 or 2? I did a reading not long ago, and this card showed up as the signifier card, but I forgot which pile was that. So maybe some of you, I think it's pile number 1. So maybe some of you are drawn to pile number 1 as well. I don't know. Pile number 1 and 2 are always, at least in my reading, a little bit related. So hope. So this reminds me like a 5 of Pentacles card, where especially in the Crystal Visions Tarot, where a woman and her child is out in the forest in the cold. I don't know, but I feel like this card is and this is green, so this is kind of a heart chakra. Maybe you have been you see this woman here still have hope, even though she is in this cage, very small cage. So maybe you are losing some of your hope now. Maybe you feel like you are all alone. You feel lacking in either money or love or something. You feel left out in the cold. But actually there are 2 birds here with the nest, and according to the creator of this deck, this symbolizes hope. This symbolizes the creator's children. They are their hope. They are their sunshine, her sunshine. So and you see the sun is rising, so the snow will eventually melt. So I guess you are feeling like actually you are closer to the conclusion of your situation than you think, but I think you are kind of losing hope already. Okay, let me grab okay, spirit guides, what is it that pile number 2 is suffering from? Why they feel so trapped? Why they feel stuck? Why they don't feel free? Why? Why they don't feel carefree? Why? Please clarify the hope card. Why they don't feel free? Why they don't feel free? Oh. Oh my God. Judgment in reverse. Sorry for the glare. This is your signifier. I should place it there. You are not living. I don't know, but it's like everything that you came here for to experience, you don't experience them. Whether you came here to fulfill a purpose or to build a family or to fall in love or to everything that heaven wants for you, you don't. Oh, and I just realized that this woman is dressed in a cloak and these persons are naked. So if it's in reverse, it means that you are afraid to be yourself, to do the things that genuinely makes your heart happy, because nakedness means that you are not lying, you are being your authentic self, you are not hiding yourself out of shame, you are not hiding yourself so that people can see who you truly are. Is that I don't know whether that's the correct way to put it, but you have been cloaking. You are afraid that other people will know who you truly are and what makes you truly happy. It's just like a closet gay or lesbian. They are afraid, but it's different. Like sometimes closet gay or lesbian, they are afraid to show up because they don't want to be judged and they don't want to endanger their life in some countries. But it's something like that, okay? It's something like that. Not quite the same, but it's something like that. The other card is, oh my God, I cannot believe this. This is the same card that came up for pile number 1. So yeah, there is a little bit of people pleasing here, but the result of that is that you feel unhappy and you feel hopeless, a little bit hopeless. You feel like it's almost like you turn your back away from life. This symbolizes life as well as the judgment upright. It symbolizes life. You turn your way back to life. You don't want to get hurt. You don't want to hurt anyone. You want everything to be peaceful. But the thing is that you make yourself suffer because of it. You want everyone to be happy. You want to keep maintaining this situation. You don't want to rock the boat, okay? You don't want to rock the boat. You don't want to drop the ball. But as a result, you get tired. You feel like you are not yourself. You feel like you need to hide who you truly are, what your desires are. And yet, yeah, you choose to walk away from, you choose to live your life that way and turn your back from the life you are supposed to live, okay? Oh, right. Okay. The bottom of the deck is storm. Yeah, you need to create some storm. You don't want to. You want to keep the peace, but as a result, you are like the Snow White. You died. you are alive. Well, Snow White is like just in comatose state after biting the poisonous apple. So you are living like a zombie, essentially. Yeah. You are supposed to be this queen, but you choose to be a nun. Instinct. You don't follow your instinct. So what are the way out? What are the options you have that can free you from this? So first of all, we are going to ask your spirit actually. What is the first thing you consider? Pile number 2. What is the first thing pile number 2 consider to free themselves out of this situation? I think you don't even want to free yourself from your situation, but let's see. What is the first option? What is the first option that pile number 2 consider to improve their life, to make themselves happier and feel freer? What is the first option they try for that or consider for that? What is the first option they consider? Wow, 2 flip. Oh my god. The Hierophant card came up again, but this time it's in reverse. And then we have the 8 of Swords. So let's see if the Hierophant is supposed to be in reverse or upright. Oh, upright, okay. Yeah. Oh, God. Your first option is to stay in your cage and hope that one day, you will get a good karma or a miracle. Yeah. What is the second option? Pile number 2 consider to free themselves from the situation. The other option they consider, their second choice, the second choice they consider to free themselves from this stuck trap situation. What is the second choice, the second option they have considered to free themselves from the... Oh my god, that card flew out. Okay, I cannot believe this. The same cards show up for your pile. I mean your pile and pile number 1 got the same card. See, the Fool. So yeah, the second option is walking away. Walking away from what you know, and it's scary. Can be scary. The bottom of the deck is the 7 of Swords. So swords are thoughts, and thoughts can hurt you. So maybe you have self-sabotaging thoughts. So I don't know if these 3 your friends encourage you or discourage you. Yeah, you have to yeah, you choose to stay home, not going anywhere, but actually you have so many big things that can happen to you. So what is the third option, Spirit? The option they never consider, that is probably better for them. So it doesn't have to be all or nothing. I think your options are either all or nothing. So is there a third option that is better? God, Spirit, God, Universe, and Spirit gets off pile number 2. Is there a third option they never consider? 8 of Pentacles. This is like enlisting help from other people. Enlisting help from your family too. Let me try again. And that card didn't flip. It's like it's sticking out. So let's try again. What is the third option? I think don't be afraid to cooperate with others. The Hermit. This is like the Page of Cups of pile number 1. So finding out first, finding out who you are and how you should navigate this life. What kind of life will make you happy? What kind of life will make you happy? Knowing yourself. And then don't be afraid to ask for help from friends who support your dream. And if you want to try something alone that you never try, and you are afraid that your family will object it, you are afraid that you will fight with some people, your loved ones, because of it, ask your friend to help to convince your family or to support you, so that when something goes wrong with your plan, they are there, so that you will be less scared to step into the new territory. So before we look at your oracle cards, I just want to clarify the Eight of Swords. What are you afraid of? What are you afraid of? Why are you afraid? Why? What are you afraid of? Oh, the Three of Cups. So, this is for specific people, but your family may not like your friends or your soulmate. Some of you are probably LGBTQ or transgender people, and you are afraid to come out, and that's why you cannot be with your friends, your true friends, friends who are like you, people who are like you, your true soul family and community. Either that or you are afraid of being judged by your friends, but I think it's more the first. You want to connect with people who are like you, but you are afraid to do that because of your family, or because you are afraid your current friends won't approve of it. You are also afraid of the unknown. Yeah, I think the other things are clear. So let's take a look at your advices from the universe. So, sorry. I almost toppled the tripod. We have the underworld, where all things pause and begin again. So this is the card of, sorry, there is that. There. So this is the card of Hades and Persephone. well, you know, first of all, she was kidnapped by Hades, and she want to return to her mother, but before she was returned, she was tempted to eat this fruit from the underworld. I think she ate like 5 or 6 pomegranate seeds, and as a result, she has to return every 6 months to the underworld, where all things pause and begin again. I'm going to read the guidebook for that. This card also symbolizes death, because all things pause and begin again. That's like death. It's almost like you need to shed off part of your lifestyle, part of yourself that makes you unhappy, and you know what that is. Your outdated beliefs, your desire to people please, family and friends that instead of supporting you, they suffocate you maybe. So the underworld, let's see. Another realm, shadow filled, travel from death's bed, where we stop and transform. Yeah, transform. Change. The reason you feel so tortured is because you know you have to change. You know you have to live the life that you come here for, but you run away, and that causes you inner turmoil, because you feel like I can't, when actually there is hope, there is providence from the universe. The idea of an underworld, a whole realm that we go to after we die, see the death card, is a concept that okay, I'm not going to read everything, just the core message. Should the underworld card be present in your reading, you are being asked to consider exactly what you have to do to transform your life into something you find easier or more authentic to you. Yeah. This may involve changing course. I hear changing location as well. It may involve trials and tests. There is no way around it, guys. You can only enlist support from your friends and people who actually understand you to help you get out of this dilemma. Like if there are people who don't want you to change, okay? Keep moving. While things may fall away, yeah, you have to burn some bridges, and your life may appear bare for a time. Bare. This is temporary, space being made into which you can create the new. Maybe I will pull extra cards for divine intervention. Okay, your second oracle advice is Tree Wisdom. The Tree Dryad will help you navigate through your current situation. Her flute can reveal insights and answer through the sounds it makes. Who is this Tree Dryad? I think it's music. So if you come across a music that you really like the lyrics, or the lyrics just you just can't forget the lyric speaks to you. Or if your spirit guides put some song in your sleep, and when you wake up you suddenly hear that song in your head, even though you haven't listened to it for a while, then there is a message for you there. But I'm going to ask, what is this 3 wisdom? Let me clarify. Please clarify the 3 wisdom, Spirit. Who is this 3 wisdom? Can you be more specific? How can pile number 2 get help from the 3 wisdom every day? Some of you may need to go into nature to meditate, but not in a traditional sense. Just really reflecting what is worse, like living the life other wants from you, or living your own life. You have to decide for yourself, and you need to be alone for that, in nature, to be able to hear the universe message more. Please clarify 3 wisdom. Wow, the star. Yeah, music, or I think this is saying ask for help. If you are trapped in this cage, ask for help from the universe. See, the dragonfly is sent from above to bring the key to open the cage. So ask for help. This reminds me of the Chronicles of Narnia, when Prince Caspian was in danger. He blew Queen Susan's he blew Queen Susan's horn, and the 4 Pevensie children were pulled back to Narnia to save Prince Caspian. So yeah, the bottom of the deck is the 6 of Swords. Find solace. Find a place to rest. Okay. Now I'm going to pull extra cards. Okay, Spirit, how you are going to help pile number 2, please, so that they can free themselves from their prison. For pile number 2, Spirit, how you can help them to free them from their prison? How can you help them? Choose a new direction. So this may be new career or something, and you see that there is an angel pointing where you should go. This can also mean North Star. So yeah, call upon your angels, call upon the universe to help you. And also take time to meditate or to reflect on your life in nature, so that you will receive a clarity. You will receive a clarity. At the bottom of the deck, we have peaceful resolution. So I think you don't have to worry about the people that you want to leave behind, or the life you want to leave behind. Anything else help for pile number 2? How you will help pile number 2, Spirit? Forgiveness. I think this is not bearing grudge to the people who hold you down. Like, you just care about your life. Doesn't matter what they would say, but remain kind to them. Something like that. Or if you feel bad because you have to, if you should you choose to fulfill the call of the universe to live the life that you are meant to live and leave some people behind. I think this forgiveness card means that they will forgive you eventually. Anyway, the point is here. The point here is that you should really decide what is best for you. So I'm going to get another card. Okay, God, Universe, Spirit Guides, Angels, Archangels of pile number 2 who choose the Freedom card. How will you help them to get their freedom? How will you help them, please? The end of a tough cycle approaches. So that directly answers the timing. Anything else? How you will help them? Divine intervention or something? What is this? Your hard work is paying off. So if you have been doing some work to free yourself, it's going to pay off. The end of a tough cycle approaches. Wow. Anything else? Look at the bigger picture. What does this mean? Oh my God, so sorry. I think it means go for it and everything else will be taken care of or something like that. I don't know. Look at the bigger picture. Full moon in Sagittarius. Are you thinking too much about the details of your dilemma? I think maybe you are scaring yourself that going after what you want is not going to work, or is going to result in a big clash with you and the people you the people whose opinion you care about. Fretting over minutes can be counterproductive, or perhaps you are being all talk and no action. Ouch. This card is a reminder that while it's good to think things through, sometimes you need to step back and look at the bigger picture. What do you then see about your current situation? What's the most positive thought you can have about it? Now is the time to count on your blessing, even if you don't yet have exactly what you want. This card is also a reminder that we often have to take a few risks. There you go, and go with uncertainty on this journey called life. I told you, you didn't live the life that you are supposed to live. Try to keep an open mind about what is for the best. The universe could surprise you. Try to keep an open mind about what is for the best. The universe could surprise you. So, yeah, like I said, maybe you fret too much, but actually, if you choose to go out and with a positive hope, maybe things turn out not as bad as you thought. Okay, take time out for a mini break or adventure. See, and pile number 1 also got journey. Okay, additional meaning. This situation may have come around because you've been distracted. Be confident without being overconfident to win the day. Have you shown that you care? If not, now is the time. So enjoy your day and show people you love that you care so that you can win them over. Find a balance between speaking your mind and saying too much. Pile number 1 also got compromise. So you can have all of it if you know how to navigate things. Oh yeah, and Capricorn is paying attention too much on details, so that's why you got. But I think you have been trying. You have been trying uh, to answer the call, but because you care too much about the people in your what the people in your life will say. It's kind of a slow progress for you, but they say the end of a tough cycle approaches. So I think the universe will help in the background to win, not to win, but to change or to open the mind of the people that you think will not approve your life choices, something like that. So it's like, say you want to come out to your parents and you are afraid, but actually the universe has softened their heart beforehand, so that in not so distant future you probably can safely confess to them, gradually let them know your sexual preference, your sexuality, whatever, something like that. Okay. Oh, so last piece of message. What is waiting for pile number 2? Your promise, universe, for them. How you can, no, too many. How you can help them. How will you help them? How these things will turn out. The sacred lotus. Compassion in action, the chosen tool. I see now the lotus in your spirit's jewel. So yeah, again, this is like, keep being nice to the people. Yeah, that's why we have forgiveness. Stay nice to the people who have made your life hard. Actually, when I first choose this card for your signifier card, my mind went to Cinderella. So and because partially she was helped to get out of her prison by animal companion. So sacred lotus means that if you remain a good person, the universe will hear you. They will send their forces, even though you cannot see them, to help you. And if you are willing to step out of your comfort zone and like entering the uncharted territory, like the underworld, not being afraid of something that you think it's scary, it's like the universe will, your angels, spirit guides, ancestors will come in and help. As long as you remain forgiving and be a good person, because if you remain respectful towards people who have pushed you down, as long as they don't abuse you, okay, maybe they just discourage you. If you stay respectful to them, you will get a lot of good karma. I feel like I need to pull you another oracle card, because I don't know, I feel like your life is so hard. Spirit, another card to make them feel more assured. Divine intervention, please. Divine intervention. I just split the deck, and this is saying, leap, you go first, the universe will catch you. There will be a net, okay? God, spirit, universe, spirit guide, how you can help them. Divine intervention for them, please, to ease their mind. Akasha, your guidance is divinely guided. Okay. Yeah, you are protected, you are guided, don't worry. So that's for you, pile number 2. I hope this resonates. I hope this helped. I hope this ease your mind. If you need a more personalized reading, I have very affordable readings down below in the description box. And if you like this reading, please give me a thumbs up, subscribe to my channel, check out the description box below for other information, and I will see you next time. Bye bye. Oops. Bye. Hello, pile number 3. So if you are drawn to the last pile or this oracle card right here with this rather uncomfortable image and title here, I mean, who likes sacrifice, right? I mean, that word is such a this is going to be your reading on what options do you have to get out of these sticky situations that you are in, or at least that's what I think the topic is, because I'm going to be honest with you, I record your pile like maybe 4 or 5 days after I record pile 1 and 2. I recorded them in one sitting, and I plan to do your pile the next night, but somehow things got in the way. I got my period, and then my tooth suddenly ached, so I had to go to the dentist, among others. And there was a tension between me and my mother, so, and it made me emotionally chaotic, to say the least. And I question everything, actually. I even question this channel and why I'm doing this. Like, why I'm not somewhere out there earning money instead. Well, but anyway, I don't want to bore you with the details, but yeah, that's why I recorded this so late that I even don't remember the topics anymore, but more or less, yeah. You can refer to the video title to see what the topic is all about. But anyway, going back to this card you probably feel drawn to if you pick the pile based on the images. We have sacrifice. What can you let go of? And not gonna lie, this reminds me of, so I have been rereading the Harry Potter series, especially the last book, The Deathly Hallows. And if you I don't know if I had mentioned it in part 1 or 2 or any the previous readings, but Dumbledore had this one biggest regret in his life that he could never get free from, and that was when he was young. He was like the brightest young wizard in his era, and he knew that he was bright, he was brilliant, and he knew he was destined for great things. And so he made this plan after he graduated from Hogwarts to travel with a friend around the world. But his family was a mess. First of all, his little sister performed magic, and 3 muggle boys saw it, and they thought she was a freak, and they assaulted her. And her Dumbledore's sister went crazy, and the magical ability that she had imploded within her. So she had to be watched over. Dumbledore's father went after the 3 muggle boys. There was no detail as to what he did to them, but he went to Azkaban, the the Wizarding World's prison, the Wizarding World's version of the Alcatraz, I guess. He went there because of what he did to the 3 Muggle boys who assault his daughter. So his Dumbledore's dad was in prison. His sister was quote unquote crazy, and his mother took care of the little sis. But then one day, the little sis, she went into one of her episodes, and she accidentally killed Dumbledore's mother. So the responsibility over Ariana, Dumbledore's little sister, fell onto Dumbledore and his younger brother Aberforth. So, because Aberforth had to go to school, had to finish his school, Dumbledore he volunteered to take care of Ariana, but he wasn't happy with that because he had to cancel his plans and he had to cancel all his ambition, and he was forced to stay at home taking care of his again quote unquote broken little sister. And things went quite well until there was a dark wizard called Grindelwald, and he was as smart and brilliant as Dumbledore. And because Dumbledore was frustrated, he felt like imprisoned. He felt like he had to sacrifice his dream, his ambition, to take care of the little sister because of the situation that wasn't even his fault. And it was never mentioned in the book, but I guess Dumbledore was so angry at the time. He was still young and he had big ambition, and he had to let them all go because of all these disaster that happened in his family that wasn't even his fault. And he had to take care of his younger siblings, and so he very, very heavily, I guess, he accepted that responsibility. And when Grindelwald came, it was like he eventually can breathe. He eventually could breathe again. He could talk with someone who was his equal. And Grindelwald, well, I'm not going to go into details, but he planted seeds in Dumbledore's mind about letting the wizards rule the Muggle world. And Dumbledore was, I guess Dumbledore probably hate the Muggles who did this evil thing to his little sister and made her broken. And so he was persuaded by Grindelwald to achieve this idea. And he planned to go with Grindelwald and take his little sister with him. And Aberforth disagreed because he knew that Ariana will only slow Dumbledore down, and things were not going to go well. So they had an argument, Aberforth, Dumbledore, Grindelwald, and it became a fight, and Ariana was killed in the accident, and Dumbledore was haunted by that his entire life. So it's unfair. I'm sorry about this long story, but sometimes we have to let go of our dreams, we have to let go of things because of responsibility. Like if you see this woman right here, this looks like a backbone. It's almost like this is a part of her. So this is what I imagine Dumbledore felt at the time when he was unexpectedly when he unexpectedly got this responsibility to be the sole caretaker of his sister because they are his siblings. So that's what this represents. It's the ties, it's the blood ties. You have to take care of your folks. There is no way around it. That's your responsibility, even though, yeah, that's unfair. It should be their parents' responsibility, but their parents couldn't be there because they were dead. So, and I guess it ate up at Dumbledore. Like, you see this woman, you see this, she was like being sucked into the underground, and it ate her. This thing growing from her, it pulled her down and it eats her. And yeah, sometimes you have to let go of things, sacrifice your dream, and it eats at you. But you cannot, ironically, you cannot let go of yourself from here. So let me read the guidebook real quick about this one, because I don't want to assume, but I think the reason you are drawn to this card is because you are feeling the same way as Dumbledore in Harry Potter. Okay, hang on. Okay, so sacrifice. What can you let go of? Do you feel you are being kept in the dark? Do you feel like you are buried? Redefine your thoughts to contemplate that you are not buried but planted. Soon it will be your time to bloom, to be aware and to know, but for now you must merge with the darkness in order to grow. That's very interesting. So I already get this feeling of, I know that you will hate it, but blessing in disguise. Being planted in the darkness and having to let go of the light. I guess this is some kind of almost like a death card, where you have to go through all these unpleasant things that are outside your control, but it is some things like that quote, that very famous quote, it's happening for you, not to you, you know. You are being planted in this discomfort so that you can become strong, and you will grow into something that is sturdy and unmoving, stable, not easily wavered, you know. Not easily wavered, yeah, something like that. At least that's what I get from this one paragraph. But let's continue. The maiden has sacrificed her ego. Ah, yeah, see, this is like Dumbledore. Dumbledore said it was his ego that caused his sister's accidental death. And if you have read the Harry Potter and the Deathly Hallows, he admit everything to Harry when Harry was in this spoiler, semi-death state. So between the world of the dead and the living, and yeah, Dumbledore admit everything. It was his ego, ambition, selfishness that that caused the tragedy. Even though the events leading to that tragedy wasn't his fault, but yeah, okay. I don't want to spend too much time on that, but anyway, the maiden has sacrificed her ego to become her primal self, her reptile-like spine. See, it's her spine, backbone, descends from her pineal gland and plunges deep into the earth, rooting her into the mother's dark embrace and plunging her into Gaia's source. Is she emerging from the earth or being drawn down into it? Both aspects are appropriate to consider. Oh, on the one hand, she is planted. On the other, she is blooming. So yeah, it's like being planted. Yeah, it's like seeds. Before it can grow, something has to die. Something like that. Being rebirthed. Okay, so she's being planted, but then she will grow into something more beautiful. When this card appears, it is time to consider what you are willing to sacrifice, to let go of. What are you prepared to recycle in yourself, in people, places, and things around you in order to you to nourish and grow? The harder the sacrifice, the greater the exponential growth. Wow. Okay. So this card is meaning to say that sacrifice, what you think is a sacrifice, what you think is something unfair, sometimes it's meant to be so that yeah, like that quote again from Harry Potter, for the greater good. But let's first see what situation you have. And yeah, this is also to let you know whether you have picked the right pile. Okay, so I'm inquiring God, universe, and angels and archangels and the spirit guides who look over pile number 3, who understand what pile number 3 is struggling about. Can you please let us know what makes pile number 3 feel drawn to this reading, and especially this pile? What are they going through right now? What sacrifice are they going through right now? What struggles are they going through right now? What struggles pile number 3 is going through right now, please, to help us understand more about the situation. Okay, pile number 3, what are you going through right now, pile number 3? Storm. Yeah, chaos. Yeah, this is like a tower energy. Let me check the guidebook on this storm. Hold on, the dangerous pink sky will soon be Robin's egg blue. Okay, this tells you to have hope. What this card means, do your best. Sacrifice. What can you let go of? And do your best. So this is telling you, even before we get into the main oracle message, this is kind of telling you to listen to your conscience. I won't say intuition, because sometimes intuition can let us astray. And I know that this is probably an unpopular opinion, but yeah, listen to your conscience, okay? Maybe that's conscience and intuition are the same thing, but listen to the spirit basically and do your best. Make the right choice as best as you can, okay? The clouds of disharmony are gathering overhead. Yeah, disharmony, see? The struggle to let go or to keep fighting, okay? The horizon appears black. A storm will soon sweep by. The harsh winds, driving rains, loud thunderclaps, and jolts of lightning may be difficult to watch calmly. Oh, okay, so the situation around you makes you feel trapped, makes you feel like you are unsafe, like anything bad can happen at any moment and you are just trapped in the midst of it all. Storms are a necessary part of the earth cycle, making life changes and grow. Again, that that death and rebirth thing. They shake things up and loosen the ground so the seeds can pop through. Yeah, seeds. This woman was being planted according to the guidebook, and now we are talking about seeds again. So this is like a forest fire that happened and destroy everything, but then it made the soil become more fertile for new seeds to grow. So this is what's happening in your life right now. They shake things up and okay, as fast as they come, they just as quickly will pass by. So I think this is saying that this is temporary, and to do the best thing you can. Okay, pile number 3. Sorry for the abrupt cut. So I have tried pulling tarot cards to see the options that you probably have considered to improve or to even escape from your difficult situation, because that's what I did for pile number 1 and 2, looking at all your options and then see if there is another option that you probably don't see that can get you out of this. But when I tried your doing your reading that way, I got lost. The reading got more confusing, and it just feels like I cannot make sense. I cannot connect all the dots. So for your pile, I think I'm going to do it a different way, because I think for your situation, you are faced by something outside your control, and you don't really have options. So it's almost like your only way to get out of this situation is through. Like you have to endure. So what I'm going to do is that I'm just going to pull oracle cards to see what the spirit wants you to do, so that you can overcome this. How you can overcome this, okay? So I'm going to use the Work Your Light Oracle. I forgot the name. So God, universe, spirit guides, angels, and archangels who watch over pile number 3, can you give pile number 3 an advice as to how they should navigate this situation, how they can improve the situation for them, how they can improve their situation, or even escape from it or get out of it? So we have awakening, energetic upgrades, a new way of being, integration. So let's see what this is all about. So this is your situation. Let me pull 2 more, or maybe, okay, I think that's it. We do have 2 more oracle cards here. So let's see, awakening. Oh, awakening, energetic upgrades, a new way of being, integration. You are going through a period of awakening. Things are changing within you and at many levels. You are starting to remember ancient truths and discovering more and more about who you are and why you are incarnated. And I just noticed something interesting. Did you see how similar these poses are? The difference is that this woman seems like she is being planted, like the guidebook says. She's being planted. But instead, she's being lifted at the same time. What the guidebook says again about the so yeah, I mention about birth and rebirth, about seeds. So you probably feel as if you are at your worst now, but actually through this difficult situation, you are being awakened. You are being upgraded. Your awareness of life and your life purpose is being awakened. So there is a purpose behind all these. So let's see. Okay, that opens directly to the card. It says something about, is she emerging from the earth or being drawn down into it? Yeah, exactly. This is emerging and this is being drawn down. Both aspects are appropriate to consider. On the one hand, she is planted. On the other, she is blooming. Exactly. So through your, I don't know what situation that you are in right now, only that it's very difficult, but this is meant for you to understand some things that are important for you, for your life in the future, for what you are meant to be in the future, a new way of being. So you are being planned, you feel like you are stuck, but actually through this situation where you are being stuck, where you think that you are being stuck, you learn some lessons, and these lessons will awaken you to things that you never considered before. And these things will make you realize why you are born here. Yeah, exactly. Why you incarnate. Why you come into this life. What is your purpose? And this hardship is like the initiation process. It's like the boot camp. Okay? You may find that you are experiencing past life flashback, seeing the invisible thread that is woven through all of life, or even feeling Kundalini Shakti rise through your body from the base of your spine. Spine! We talk about spine. So I don't know what Kundalini awakening is. I'm not that spiritual, even though I read tarot. But spine. These two cards are connected. So at one hand, you feel like you are being buried alive. You are being sucked into the earth. You are feeling drained. But at the same time, you realize some things. You are awakened to some enlightenment in your life that makes you realize, maybe you have been asking yourself, why do I have to go through this? And as you go through it, you slowly discover the answer. Let me see again. The most important thing for this time is not to overthink it and to stay grounded. Share your experience with like soul people while you consciously integrate them. Journal and pay attention to your dreams. You are remembering and your soul gifts are emerging. So the advice for you now is not to be in this state of woe is me, I am being punished by the universe, I am not going to achieve my goal, I am not going to arrive to where I want to be. The advice for you is to accept the situation and just go day by day and love yourself through each step of this hard process, like taking care of your body, taking care of your health as best as you can, so that when you learn to rest in the this is like learning to rest in the uncomfortable situation as best as you can, not to overthink, not to fill your head with negative thoughts about the situation, but instead just peacefully accepting it. Because when you accept it, then the ideas, the understanding of why you have to go through this will start to emerge in your mind, and then you will start to realize why you have to go through this. So this is why when I pulled tarot for how you can get out of this, the reading didn't go well, and I have to redo it because you are meant to go through this. There is no other way. There is no escaping. Wow. Okay. So you are also being asked to share with like-minded people, because this is very hard, and you are not meant to be in this state of toxic positivity, or being in adopt a martyr-like attitude of, okay, I'm strong, I'm going to go through this, even though I have to go through this bloody and things. You don't have to make it so hard. Actually, if you, this is like a quicksand. The more you struggle, the more you get sucked. But if you just if you try to, I don't know, relax, your body will get lighter if you relax, and it will actually help you to survive. And part of getting relaxed is to share your sadness, your happiness with people who have gone through the same thing. Maybe I don't know, there are support group or something for the things that you go through online, or maybe you have friends online or offline, friends who are true friends who understand completely what you go through, and they won't judge or they won't give you unsolicited advice. Share with these people. Share with your loved ones, the people who you trust, so that you will feel lighter and you will be able to, you don't have to go through it alone, okay? During the time of transition and awakening, you may be called to devote yourself to being of service. There are ideas, truths, concepts, books, and creations waiting to be birthed into this world. Stay open to receiving them. So this is like something like turning your suffering into creativity, turning your suffering into poems, poetries, stories to share with others online. It doesn't have to be like something grand, like writing a book and publish it. You can just write a blog, or you can share your experiences in Twitter, like what I learned today, what am I thankful today, what are the blessings that I have today. So your ups and downs, you share it on the internet. You can use an alias. You don't have to reveal your identity, but it will help drawing other people sharing the same struggle as you. They will comment under your posts, and before you know it, you already have a group of people you can share your experiences with, you can share your pain with. So I remember Suga from BTS, and he has just released his solo album, part of a trilogy, yeah. And in one song, he was particularly being very raw about his sufferings that he had to go through, the shoulder injury that he had sustained for years from before he debuted, from that car accident, and then his mother's his father's liver cancer and his mother's heart issues. So he had to go through several tower moments throughout his career, and at the same time he also needed to perform with BTS. And can you imagine how much was that? And he even shared about trigger warning, his him feeling tempted to harm himself because of the suffering, because he couldn't stand it. But eventually at the end of the song, he come into terms with his sufferings, like he accepted it as part of his life. He no longer like before, he wanted to escape. He wanted to escape from the pain. That's why he considered like self-harm, suicide. But then he came into terms with it. He made peace with his suffering, and as a result, he managed to inspire people through his suffering. He made it into a song, and that song, I don't know how to spell it, amygdala. That song, when I watch the MV, when I read the lyric, I feel like it was like a therapy to me, because I will I am going through the same thing he went through, and it made me feel like, oh, I'm not alone. I'm not alone. And Suga went through that, made peace with that, and he, as a result, he was able to inspire to, and I don't want to say teach, but yeah, sorry, I paused because there was a quote that he shared. Hang on a second. Okay, I'm not going to show the video because copyright. I don't want to get a copyright strike, but okay, okay, let me just read you the what he said. Okay, the past means that however much I try, I cannot change the time that is past. So after he went through all that, he had a lot of regrets. Maybe he thought about how he could do things better, how he could get, he tried to get out of this situation, but he didn't succeed. And he said, however much I try, I cannot change the time. So it was outside of his control, right? And then he said, what we can do is to forgive what is required of the time that has passed, of my former self. So forgive your former, forgive, to be kind to yourself as you go through these things. Okay, so maybe as you go through this thing, you are wondering, what's is my fault? What I'm being punished for this? And maybe it's not your fault. Maybe it's just maybe what is happening to you, maybe it's unfair. Maybe it's a situation beyond your control. And Suga did say this in his song, a situation beyond my control, things I cannot control. Okay, so forgive yourself, and actually you have nothing to forgive yourself about if it's outside your control. You just be kind to yourself at those times, telling yourself that that you have tried the best that you can to get out of the situation, and there is nothing more that you can do. There is nothing more that you can do. Okay, and So forgiveness was one of my methods of reaching that day. That day is the day he's finally released of the pain. He finally overcome the pain, okay? So that's how he was able to finally complete the 3 albums. Yeah, forgive yourself all that happened and the people of that time. Yeah. So maybe I will put the link to his song in the description box, so that there is a subtitle in English, so you just have to click the caption button in YouTube. Yeah, so okay, so what I was trying to say was that you can inspire people through your life experience, and this is part of the awakening. So you are not being punished, okay? Yeah, perhaps you are being called to make a shift in your life to be of service. Don't think too much into it. So maybe what I've been trying to say is that you go through all this for a reason. And you are meant to go through all this, and it sucks, but yeah. So let's see your other cards. We have Barmbrack, Sweetness, and Synergy. And we have Magical Blessing. Whatever you are going through, you are being assisted by Magical Fairy Blessing. The fairies say you can bless others too. Yeah. So this is to assure you that, yeah, Suga did say in that same video that I just play, but I didn't mention that part to you. He said I wasn't always in pain, so there is still sweetness in all these sufferings, and this is the magical blessing. Maybe for Suga, it's the companion of his bandmates. They help him go through the hard times, and maybe his therapist too. So you don't have to go through this all alone. By sharing what you go through, you gain friends, you gain people who share the same experience, and you can cry together, you can share with each other. It will make you feel less lonely, okay? Whatever you are going through, you are being assisted. So the sweetness is like, I think maybe if you talk this out with I don't know, therapists, with your friends, offline, online, if you share in a blog, you will receive support that maybe you didn't think that you will receive. And maybe there will be people sent towards you, like new friends, new people who can relate with you, who can relate to your experience, and who can support you. And you can also bless others. So through your suffering, you bless others. And so it's a, what do you call that? It's a give and take, okay? It's a give and take. And now I'm going to read about Barbara. Barmbrack, what is it? Okay, sweetness and synergy. Not quite a cake and not quite a bread. Barmbrack is a sweet loaf larger than a typical bread loaf, baked with flour, sugar, salt, and dried fruits. Okay, I'm not going to read everything, just Okay, inside the dough, a number of special objects are hidden and baked into the loaf. The objects are used as a kind of random oracle. Each one has a particular meaning which represent the fate of the person who found it in their slice. The traditional objects include a coin, a pea, a stick, a ring, and a small piece of cloth like muslin. Muslin? Yeah. Okay. Should your slice of the bread contain a coin, this would indicate prosperity and good luck. The P unfortunately means that no marriage will occur for you that year, yet finding a ring means a marriage was certain. Stick, to be avoided at all costs, indicate disputes and unhappiness, and finding the cloth meant bad luck and little money ahead. Ouch. When you pull the Bambrek card, it indicates a curiosity to know what is ahead, but it's important to balance that with the now. After all, we have the tools to change our future should we choose. The sweet synergy of Bambrek, all the ingredients including the objects are more complete and powerful together than they are individually, should encourage you to seek your own sweet spot. So I think this is saying that even though you are being handed a slice of cake that maybe contains misfortunes, there are also a lot of sweetness going with it. And that object that comes with your slice of cake, like if it's a misfortune, like if you are being handed a card, if fates hand you a card that makes you feel like you are being trapped, it doesn't have to be your end fate, you know. Like you can transform it, you can transmute the energy like Suga had done. He transformed his pain into creativity, and because of that creativity, because of the song that he made from his life experience throughout the year, it was kind of therapy for him and for others. And he was able to connect with so many people who relate to his suffering. He managed to inspire a lot of people. He became famous because of that. And for him, it means sharing his load with many people means that he feels less alone, and he feels like the weight is somehow being lifted. Like it's like you don't have to go through this alone with this magical blessing. This is almost like the Three of Cups. Okay, so let's pull you another card to see how you can make yourself feel better, or how you can successfully overcome this situation. How you can successfully overcome this situation. Okay, we have fill up your well, retreat, rest, review. So again, I did say something about loving yourself, forgiving yourself, but I think in this case you have nothing to forgive, because I don't know your situation. I think this situation is beyond your control. So don't blame yourself for what is happening, or don't bear grudges, or don't think about multiple scenarios on how things can turn out, but just accept that it is what it is. This is what I got. This is my slice of cake. And retreat, rest, review. And spend time with your loved ones in order to get through this. Because I know that this is probably not the answer that you are seeking, but I think the universe is trying to tell you that you are in this position for a reason, for a greater good. I hate that. But yeah, well, let me just me clarify the Bumrek card. Please clarify the Bumrek card. What is the core message of the Bumrek card? Nine of Pentacles. The general idea I'm getting from this Bumrek card, sweetness and synergy, is that I think you are going through this so that you can appreciate the sweetness of life and not to focus on the misfortunes. Like, count your blessing, okay? Count your blessing. Like, even if you got a slice of card that has an object in it that symbolize something that is unfortunate, the slice of cake is still sweet. So life is still sweet if you bother to look at everything in the big picture. It's almost like you find sweetness of life. It's almost like you are being planted in this situation so that you will learn to appreciate all that is sweet in life even more. Appreciate the small blessing. Appreciate things that probably you take for granted before you were in the situation. Yeah. And I think this is saying, like, while you are in this situation, this awakening card did say don't overthink. So your spirit guides wants you to, like, again, to accept the situation and to find the luxury in it. I don't know. I mean, if this is a financial issue or whatever, it may be hard to find the luxury in it. But I think it's saying that whatever little luxury, whatever little good thing that you can find, you enjoy. And when you learn to appreciate the little good sweet things in life, it lifts up your spirit. It lifts you up. It makes you feel less heavy. So this is all about a lesson to this is like the initiation for you to accept life, to appreciate life with all its up and downs. So when you are in this situation where you are stuck and trapped, you are being taught to appreciate the good things that you have, no matter how trivial. To help you, you are being taught to find happiness within yourself. Yeah, to enjoy things like a salt bath, things that are simple but that brings you, that makes you feel luxurious, you know. Like, even if you don't have much money and you can only buy things that are maybe cheap, but if those cheap things bring you happiness, like, I don't know, like, it's like find enjoyment in things that you can afford, okay? Appreciate things that you can afford and romanticize your life. Yeah, romanticize your life. So yeah, again, this Nine of Swords is a card of overthink. So this is the underlying energy. It's like, it's almost like the all these advice are telling you to find the sweetness in all situation. In all situation. yeah, instead of overthinking, you try to find a deeper meaning behind all this. You try to feel, the providence that the universe give you through what you perceive as an unfortunate situation. So if you don't have a lot of money or you are short on money, maybe you are good in still enjoying things in a cheaper way. Like, for example, you want to go watch a movie and you want to buy a popcorn, but the popcorn price is expensive, and you don't want to spend that much money after you buy the ticket. So for me, what I usually do is I buy chips in a supermarket, which is like much cheaper than the popcorn, and then I bring it inside the theater, and then I eat the chips. Yeah, and yeah, you know that in theaters we cannot eat food that we bring from outside. You have to buy the popcorn from the theater, but that is capitalism, right? And so I find a way to go against capitalism by bringing my own snack. So this is like enjoying the luxury, finding a way to enjoy life in the midst of lack, in the midst of a situation of lack, something like that. Yeah, so it's like fighting the status quo or something. I don't know. This reading is so hard. I mean, I've been trying to articulate it, but I know what the reading is trying to tell you, but it's hard to put it into words. So yeah, last advice, I guess, because it's already 1 a.m. in the morning. Like, this is one of the hardest reading I have ever done. I mean, I tried using the same format I used for pile number 1 and 2, and it didn't work for your reading. So I have to figure things out as I go. And I have been here for like 2 hours. So how long will this last for pile number 3? Prosperity lies ahead. New moon in Taurus. I think this is saying that all this hardship is meant for you to build a stronger backbone. And we have been talking about spine in these 2 cards. So it's like through all this hardship, I think this is all about, I don't know, I think this is all about money, about lack of resources. But exactly, Taurus in tarot is symbolized by the King of Pentacles, and the King of Pentacles know how to manage their resources. So I think the reason you go through all this suffering is for you to know how to manage your resources even when you have little. How to make yourself feel luxurious even when you don't have much. Just like the example that I gave, like bringing your own snack to the cinema. That is a very Taurus energy. You it's like, you know, how to turn lemon into lemonade. And I think the reason you go through all this is for you to be able to become a great entrepreneur someday, because you know how it feels to start from zero, how to build from zero, how to build from limited resources. And that's why you have to go through all this. There is no other way around it. And that's why I cannot when I tried pulling cards for for options available to you to get out of this stuck situation, there are none, because you are meant to go through this shit and to try to build your kingdom, your own heaven within this shit. I I hope you get what I mean. Like, if this is your situation, if you are in a material lack right now, then you must understand what I'm trying to tell you here. You are now in this situation so that you can learn to build, you can learn to enjoy yourself, still enjoy the goodness in life, even when you have limited budget. I mean, if you look at the people around you who have probably less than you, but they can still enjoy themselves by buying cheaper goods or cheaper toys and still enjoy them, because it's toys all the same. It doesn't matter if the toy is expensive or cheap, it's still toy and you can still play with it, right? So that's what the life is teaching you. It's teaching you to make something from nothing or from little. Wow. Okay. So yeah, I'm just going to pull one last oracle card as a closing advice. Oh, it's here. Okay. Okay, Spirit Guides, last message for pile number 3, last message of hope. Okay, we have 2. Okay, silent skill. Yeah, see, silent skill. I challenge you to unpack your mind in meditation's grace. The soul can unwind. Breathe in, breathe out, let go of doubt. So you will be fine. And you have this silent skill to meditate on your situation and to make the best out of it. To make the best out of it. Yeah. Make the being chill, being zen, and make the best out of your situation. Don't just look at the negative. Don't just see yourself not as being trapped, but being planted, being prepared for prosperity, right? Because the guidebook said in this card that you can interpret this in 2 ways. You can interpret this as an unfortunate situation in which you are being stuck, you are being dragged down, or maybe you are being planted so that you can grow into a sturdy tree. You can grow stronger to adversity. Okay. Okay, walkabout. You discover your path in sacred walkabout. The trees are your people, the earth is your tribe. In indigenous lesson, you find the will to survive. In indigenous lesson, you find the will to survive. So I think this is saying, take a walk in nature, retreat, rest, refuel, take a cheap vacation, a vacation that you can afford, enjoy every minute of it, enjoy every minute in the, just enjoy whatever is good in life. Yeah, just wonder, just being curious about life, even though you feel like you are stuck, so that you can find ways to rebuild, you can find ways to grow, inspirations to turn lemon into lemonade. It's like, yeah. Okay, pile number 3, I don't think I can go any further, but I think this whole reading is telling you that if you try to escape a situation like Dumbledore, like I said in the beginning, if you don't want to deal with the cards handed to you, and you want to escape from your fate, it's only going to put you in a situation that you will regret later, because this is a process that you have to go through in order for you to achieve your life purpose. And I think for you in this group, your life purpose is to become an entrepreneur, a businessman, someone who is going to inspire a lot of people. And you know that a lot of millionaires start from very humble beginnings. I think this is what is happening to you. It's not happening to you, but for you actually. So that through your limitation, through this place where you are feeling stuck, you can find ways to elevate yourself. You can find ways to still enjoy life, to find the good things in life, and also to transmute the negative energy into inspiration, into creation, like Suga from BTS, how he turned his struggles, all the hardship that he had gone through, into inspiring songs. And those songs, through those songs, he shared with it's almost like he shared his burden with people who listen to the songs, and it kind of healed him in a way, because he share, and he doesn't have to contain it all alone. And the people who listen to the song also feel help. So it's kind of, they help each other. So again, that Bambrak energy, sweetness and synergy. So finding the sweetness in life's hard circumstances and sharing it with each other to help you get through this, okay? So that's for you, pile number 3. So I hope this helped. I know that this reading is kind of very all over the place, but yeah, I hope you get something from it. So thank you so much, and I'll see you next time. Bye.